Hey, what is going on, guys? So this video will be quite exciting, at least for me, because in front of you is a camera bag, and I literally just found out a local gentleman selling a whole bunch of Minolta film camera related gears, and I just made him a decent offer, and he accepted my offer, and now I own everything inside this bag. So first part of the video, you're gonna go with me unboxing everything inside. We're gonna take a look and see what kind of goodies I got, and then I'll try to restore everything the best I can, and maybe do some reviews further down the road on all the gears, some of the gears inside this camera bag. Okay, so let's start with the top. We have a body cap box, and this is a genuine vintage Minolta body cap box. I've never seen anything like this before. So it's preserved, very nice. And this is the body cap for the SR camera mount. Okay, printed in Japan. And guess what we have here? A Minolta XD11 user manual. I wonder what's under here. All right, let's see. So opening up. Ooh, check this out. The first thing over here, a shiny metal camera. I wonder what this is. A Minolta XD11 35mm film camera. This camera is very special because it's the very first camera that offered both aperture priority and shutter priority shooting mode. This camera is electronic exposure, so it doesn't run without a battery. I mean, you can run it in the bulb mode without battery, and the X flash sync mode without the battery, or maybe not, or this, right? Oh, so that's a manual mode. That's a fixed shutter speed. That's a flash sync. That's a bulb. The O and B you can run without any battery, and I believe the battery is already dead in here, but it actually works. So I haven't put any battery in to test it out, but I tested the shutter and the manual shutter, and it works. So I took it over here. Let's see what else we have. Another camera, kind of dark and plasticky. And look at the front. This is the Minolta X700. I actually did some reviews for the X700 before, as well as a Minolta XD5, and I compared those cameras. But I haven't really compared the XD11, which is the previous generation behind the X700. Both of those are top of the line back in the days. Okay, so I definitely will do a comparison video later on. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. When the video is out, you guys will be the first to see the comparison video. Okay. And I was not able to test the X700 on the spot because I didn't bring any button batteries, but we'll test this camera in a little bit. Okay, so those two we have in the bag. What else we have here? And when I say this is like a treasure trophy box, it really is. Okay, so look what we have here. A 35mm f1.8. Now, this is a very fast lens. This lens without a rear cap, I'm assuming is actually probably mounted on one of those cameras as at the main shooter. Okay, so, and again, a very, very fast lens, and f1.8. So this one, like if you go online and you buy it used, it's probably going to be in a good condition, around $200 to $300. And we have it here. And I never owned a 35 1.8, so this is my first 35 1.8. All right, and this is the body cap that probably came in this box. So I'm just gonna leave it here for now. And already some interesting lens options over there. And what do we have here? This is a 100mm macro f4. So this macro lens can do 1 to 2, not lifestyle, but 1 to 2 size. So half of the lifestyle size macros without any adapter. And it's a very lightweight lens, still fully metal. It came with a very nice Hoya 55mm This is like a warming filter on it, or skyline filter. And this is what the back looks like. You got a lot of like very nice anti-reflective coating felt on here. So I would assume the performance of this lens is going to be really good. There's not going to be a lot of fringing or chromatic aberration with the aperture wide open, but we're testing it out as well later on. So again, this video, I'm just going to be doing an unboxing of this little treasure box. So we got the macro, and what we have here, a very fast 50mm f1.4. And again, coating seems to be really nice. There's no molding, there's no damage inside. And again, another standard lens back in the days. And you can see this is a newer cap with the Minolta logo. So I would assume this is a MD Rokkor X lens. Okay, excellent, excellent. Very nice find. This would probably go well with the X700, which is again a newer body. And what do we have here? We have one of those run-of-the-mill, or like a cheap, I guess 2x teleconverter. So Telemore 95-2. And I don't really know the conversion rate, but I believe it's ×2. It's 2 times. So if you have a 100mm lens, it makes this to 200mm. So 100mm f4 is going to be a 200mm f8. Okay, and so it's cheap, and the coating looks to be in decent shape. There's again no mold or anything like that. 7 elements. You can see 7 glass reflections in here. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Okay, so let's keep on with the unboxing, and my cat is coming. Let's do that quick. What do we have here? This is the 1-to-1 converter, 1-to-2 to 1-to-1 life-size converter for the macro lens. So if you install this behind the macro, let's see if it actually does on the spot. If you install this converter, 1-to-1 converter into this 1-to-2 macro lens, you get a really long tube, but this gives you essentially a 1-to-1 life-size conversion. So you might not be able to focus to infinity with this converter on, but you're able to actually get closer and get the shot you want. I don't know if that's going to affect the aperture. I don't know if the 1-to-1 life size is actually going to be f4, or it's going to be a couple steps down to f5.6 or f8, but you have the option to do film photography on 1-to-1 life size on this macro lens, which is pretty cool. This is again MD Macro 100 f4. Okay, so that's the converter over there. And what else we have? Ooh, nice. A fairly wide angle 28mm f2.5. Okay, so let's check the coating. Coating seems to be decent. No damage over there, but I can tell this is kind of a fairly more older style. The MC is older, Minolta lens, and I can see kind of yellowish coating over there. So the newer coating is going to be kind of not as obvious and not as yellowish right here. This looks almost like a single layer coating, but it's coated. Again, older style, f2.5, 28mm. Now, again, if you're shooting black and white, this is not going to matter much. It's going to actually produce a very nice image with black and white film, okay? So again, and that's when back then this lens is made, is mainly catering to black and white film photography. And again, very nice. It moves freely. Aperture seems to be working nicely as well. And no complaints over there. Yep, aperture blade works fine. Wow. So a lot of interesting lens, okay? And let's see if we have anything else. Oh, I have a really crappy. Okay, so this is broken. I can throw away. And that's pretty much everything in the main compartment. Anything here? Nope. Okay, so over here, it looks like we have all the hood for all the lens over here. So this is for the, which one? I don't know. But this one actually had a quick adapter on it. I would assume it's fairly long, so this must be for the macro lens. Yep, it does look like it's for the macro lens, but I can't really attach it with this filter, so I'm going to remove the filter. And it should clip. Okay, wow. This macro lens, guys, is really loaded up. This is a 100 f4. Look at what it came with. A nice quality lens hood, completely blocks out any kind of glare, flare, ghosting, and you have a in-house 1-to-1 tube, okay? This is amazing. With original front and rear caps. So by the way, the front cap, you won't be able to put it on with a whole bunch of, with the lens hood on there. And also you won't be able to use the lens hood with a filter on this 100mm f4, okay? But again, even with everything on here, it's a very lightweight lens. So quite interesting setup over here. And we're almost at the end of the unboxing, okay? So I think I was trying to grab the what's in this box over here. So we have, looks like just a whole bunch of, oh, this one's actually broken. This is for the 50, f1.4 and f1.8. The lens hood is kind of smashed a little bit, but I think I should be able to actually just knock it and kind of try to push it back into shape one way or the other. Some more lens caps. And more lens caps. This one is for 50, f1.4. So I'm kind of confused because we have two of those. So one is for MD50 f1.4 and this one is for MC50 f1.4, f1.7. But the 50 we have is MD or MC. It's an MD. So it looks like one lens is missing. However, it did come with this little MC50 1.4 adapter or the lens hood right here, but we don't have the lens. So it might be broken, okay? It might be broken. But regardless, that's not important because this is one of the more affordable ones you can get for fairly cheap in the marketplace. But the important thing is 50mm lens hood is right here. And it looks like it's a screw-on type. So basically you screw it on here and see if the lens hood would work. Nope. So the lens hood stops working. So yeah, kind of a limitation with one of those hood, okay? So this one, again, it's actually plastic. So newer MD lens use a lot of plastic parts, it looks like. And again, a lot of lens caps won't be able to be used with a lens hood on here. Some limitations to keep in mind. So we have the lens hood over there, and this one is for the 28 f2.5, which we have here, 28 2.5. And again, if you put this on here, kind of looks nice. The lens cap becomes useless. So you really need the squeezing type of the lens cap instead of this kind of nice designed lens cap that kind of locks on the outside, okay? But we have everything here for some of the important lens that we have, so that's really good news. And if we have any other lens hood, so this is for the MD100 2.5. We don't have a 100 2.5 here, but guess what? This is my personal MD100 f2.5. And guess what? This lens hood would actually work perfectly right here on my own collection before I bought this little bag. And wow, look at that. Perfect, perfect. Now, my MD 100 2.5 have a lens hood. I love it. Perfect. Just want to show you guys how excited I am with this little finding locally. Yeah, perfect. All right. And we have everything else. Nope. we have some more lens caps. We have a 49mm lens cap, a 57mm lens cap. I don't know what those are for. Maybe one of those would actually fit. I haven't found one that fits a 35. Okay, so this is a 35 lens cap. This is a 49mm. Yep, perfect. So every lens in here, let me just move the camera back away, see if we miss anything. Oh, and this one, guys, is the most exciting part that I found. Quite unique, okay? Doesn't have any model number on here, doesn't have any indications on here, but if you look, it's got a focusing range right here. You got a 100mm focusing range, 85mm, 50, 35, and 28. And I don't know what this one is for, but maybe 24. And this thing on the bottom, you can actually click. Okay, quite cool there. And another thing is the top rotates. Another thing is it comes with a lever, a like bubble lever. So make a wild guess what this is for. And you got a tripod mount on the top and back, and this push lever extends and kind of locks the camera in place. If you mount, this looks like where you mount the camera. So you mount the camera and you lock it and it's in place, and the camera moves with this. And you, by now, you probably already guessed, this is a panorama lens adapter. So if you mount this onto the tripod at the bottom, you mount your camera here, you mount your Minolta on here, and you set the bottom base to the correct lens that you have. For example, you want to do a 50mm panorama, you set it to 50, and you mount the camera to the top. This compensates for the degree of the view of that particular lens, and you're able to make a beautiful panorama with this adapter without any additional tools. Okay, so this is pretty amazing. I've never seen a adapter like this before, and this is one of the very, very rare adapters that I've seen. Okay, so I might go on eBay and take a look and see how much this kind of costs. But again, this is a really cool adapter to have. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell it. I'm gonna keep it for my own camera, but this is a really cool adapter. Okay, so if I turn this continuously to, I would assume this is 35mm. So I can, okay, oh, this is not 35, but this, if you put it here, the top rotates freely without any clicking. Okay, so that's for the lens that maybe you don't have a particular focusing range. It's outside of the 100, so maybe you have a 200, you want to do panorama, you can do it with this setting. Okay, this is the infinity setting, doesn't click, but it rotates freely, which is fantastic. And if you put it on 28, I would think the click actually is gonna have a longer travel distance. Yeah, it travels a lot longer, as you can see. But if you do it for 100, it's gonna travel much shorter. See, so it clicks like this. This is a very well designed panorama adapter, and this is genuine. This is made in Japan, straight from Minolta. I've never seen anything like this before, and I'm definitely gonna keep this as a collector's item. So I think that actually concludes all the unboxing right here. And oh wait, looks like we have one more lens in this camera bag. It's fully stuffed. Wow. This is a 200mm f3.5, guys. Wow, this is probably one of the longest telephoto lens that I have for Minolta, and fairly fast too at 3.5. Okay, so the next setting, you know, if you want a faster lens, you might be looking at an f2.8, but this is like half stop from 2.8. So again, a very fast lens for 200mm. And the cool thing is this one actually comes with a built-in lens hood. And this is a MC Rokkor X QF f3.5. Okay, 200 millimeter, excellent, excellent. A very interesting lens. Now the good thing is I have a adapter for the Minolta manual focus lens, so I can test all those lenses on my Sony A7 M4, okay, Mark IV. And I'd be really interested to see what the performance of those lenses are. And again, in the future, do subscribe to my channel as I test those lenses and give you guys a report on the optical performance of those vintage Minolta lenses, okay? But this is the last lens in the range. Does it come? Yes, it even come with a, so it looks like the filter is broken, but it does have the filter ring attached. This is a 62 millimeter filter, but looks like a filter. Again, it's broken, but the lens itself is in fantastic condition. Again, no haze, no mildew, but just fantastic collection of all the lenses in this camera bag. And so, yeah, throw this away. And guess what? Comes with lens cap front and back. Quite amazing. So let's recap. I'm gonna put the camera bag away because this camera bag is really old and kind of like vintagey. I don't think I'm gonna be using this, but put everything back here and see what we got. So I have some additional batteries. I'm going to test the cameras pretty soon and do a restoration. All the lens hood goes back. All the lens caps goes back. Wow. Definitely excited when I saw the listing here. Let's see. Oh, something I did an unboxing. This is a eyepiece. And again, a genuine Minolta made eyepiece in original box. Quite nice. Again, rubber is kind of aged, but it's still pretty rubbery. Again, Minolta logo over there. So, I mean, if you don't wear glasses, this is a great eyepiece to have. Looks like it works for both cameras. Let's see. Nope, doesn't work for the XD11, so it might work for the 700. Also doesn't work here, so I wonder what this eyepiece is for. Quite a mystery. Huh, interesting. Anyway, yep, I don't really know what this eyepiece is for, but this is everything we have, okay? And I think the thing that I'm most excited about is this panorama adapter. Okay, I've never seen anything like this in mint, absolutely mint condition. Some little bumps over here, but wow, beautifully constructed. Another thing I'm excited is I've never had a 35 fast aperture f1.8. And we have over here. So again, very nice collection from the previous photographer. Whoever owned this had a great sense of quality collection, knows exactly what they need, and it actually totally reflects in this collection, okay? Yeah, I'm excited. So this actually concludes the unboxing. And again, if you guys are interested in seeing more of the film-related videos, do subscribe to my channel or subscribe at least to my playlist. Anything come out from this restoration project are actually posted in the playlist on my channel. So thanks again. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. And I usually try my best to answer any questions that I have and I'm able to answer. Okay, so thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.